Nick Foles outplays Matt Ryan, and Eagles hold off Falcons for playoff win. Philadelphia, with white flags waving, the Philadelphia faithful rose, clamoring for the home team to pull off the improbable. This was their time, they believed, their moment to show the football world that they could still seize the day, still pull off the unlikely upset, even as underdogs in their own stadium. And even without Eagles quarterback Carson Wentz. The Atlanta Falcons didn't care about the hopes and Super Bowl dreams of the pessimistic city of Philadelphia. So with precious seconds ticking off the clock in the final stages of Saturday's NFC Divisional round game, Falcons quarterback Matt Ryan tried to make a statement of his own. But when he lofted a 4th-and-goal pass toward the right sideline of the end zone with under a minute to go, the Eagles' defense answered the call once more, preserving a 15-10 victory at Lincoln Financial Field. And now, the top-seeded Eagles will host either the 4th-seeded New Orleans Saints or number 2-seed Minnesota Vikings in next week's NFC Championship game. While Eagles backup-turned-starter Nick Foles dominated the headlines this past week, it was Philadelphia's defense and running game that helped ensure the win. The announced crowd of 69,596 cheered every one of Foles' 23 completions, his attempts to jumpstart the Eagles' offense and his near TD dive in the game's early stages. The absence of their injured leader Wentz, the man who had guided the Eagles to an 11-2 start, stood by on the sidelines, with one crutch under his right arm watching, would not dampen the feisty spirit of the Philly faithful, who withstood sub-freezing temperatures to witness the team's first divisional round run since the 2008 season against the New York Giants. Foles finished 23 of 30 for 246 yards, good for a quarterback rating of 100.1. His Atlanta counterpart, the 2016 Most Valuable Player, was 22 of 36 for 210 yards and a rating of 86.6. Early on, however, there were far too many missed throws from Foles, an overthrown pass to open tight end Trey Burton with 2:15 left in the first half and the Eagles trailing 10-6, and too many questionable decisions, like his errant ball to an unsuspecting Falcons defender that, luckily for the Eagles, bounced into the arms of receiver Torrey Smith in the final moments of the first half. Neither offense, however, looked playoff-ready through the first 2 quarters. Save for LeGarrette Blount's 1-yard TD run, which gave the Eagles an early 6-3 lead, and Ryan's 6-yard TD pass to Devonta Freeman to regain a 10-6 advantage about 5 minutes later in the second quarter, neither team looked settled. Foles completed 11 of 15 passes in the first half, while Ryan went 12 of 17 for 116 yards and 1 touchdown. But perhaps the most disturbing sign was the surprising first-half disappearance of Eagles running back J.A. The 24-year-old playmaker had hoped his team would ride the J train all the way to the NFC title game, but Ajayi might have been a little too hyped on the biggest stage. On the Eagles' second play from scrimmage and the ball on the Falcons' 33, Ajayi ran it 6 yards up the middle before fumbling. Atlanta safety Keanu Neal, and the Eagles missed an early opportunity. Ajayi had a chance to reassert himself in the third quarter, but instead he killed the momentum on a promising Eagles drive. On 1st and 10 at the Atlanta 19, Ajayi tried to run it up the middle for no gain. On 2nd down, Foles' pass attempt to Ajayi went incomplete. Then on 3rd down, Foles went back to his trusted running back. But Ajayi dropped the pass with 16 seconds left in the quarter and Philly was forced to kick the field goal. Foles was 5 of 7 passing on that drive, which ended with the Eagles taking a